What is up, everybody? Whew. So, today was supposed to be back day, but I slipped and accidentally did chest day. So, it was pretty funny actually. By the time I got to the end of my chest workout, I was working my last exercise, which was a machine press, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm supposed to work out back today." Oh well. It's not that big of a deal because there's like 4 days between every muscle group. I don't know why it was so hard for me to think of that. I think I'm still tired from the cardio that I did because I completed my 30 minutes of cardio right after my workout. We're nailing that down now, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so my back workout was great because I used my chest. So my chest workout, we'll just go ahead and jump into this. I did do my workout fasted this morning. I'm in a cut, going first thing in the morning. I don't like to eat a lot. Every once in a while I might have a snack or something, 100 calories-ish, somewhere around there to just occupy my stomach, you know. So anyway, so fasted, which I don't think is optimal, but it's just how my schedule works out. So I started off my chest day with a warm-up. I warmed up my rotator cuff. Again, this is something I wish I would have been working on when I was younger. Something I wish I would have been doing a lot more of than I did, because I have ran into a lot of shoulder issues, and I feel like a lot of this stuff could have been avoided if I would have learned to warm up my rotator cuff. So absolutely warm up your rotator cuff on chest days, and consider doing it on shoulder days too. But especially chest days. Even if you're not feeling pain in your rotator cuff, you could be doing some type of damage if you don't warm it up. Just freaking warm it up. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. So after a robust rotator cuff and forearm warm up, it was time for my first working, well, not my first working set, my first exercise. So my first exercise was cable press, and I don't really go into the gym with a plan, obviously, because I was supposed to train back today. But there are quite a few exercises that I like, so we do have that narrowed down for the most part. So I started with chest press. I warmed up, did a few warm-up sets, lighter weight, just 5 to 10 reps-ish. And then, after I warmed up, it was time for the working sets. So I've been messing with the form here, you know, and it's going to be a while before my shoulder's 100%, and I know that. So when I do like a really deep stretch, when I'm doing chest press or cable flies or something, it feels like it's bothering my shoulder a little bit. So I had to make a mental note to not go as deep as I can, even though I want to get that deep stretch at the top. You know, just limit myself a little bit there and focus more on the time under tension and the squeeze at the bottom. So not as much as a focus on the stretch here, a little bit of a focus, but not as much as if my shoulder was 100%. So I did 4 sets there. I believe it was 4 sets. And then I did some underhand cable flies. This one, I stayed moderate weight. And again, the first set I did on this one, I was doing a little bit of a deeper stretch, but I could feel it bothering my shoulder just a little bit. So I had to make another mental note here that when I'm doing these underhand cable flies, to not go as far as I can back, to go pretty close to as far as I can back, but stop, get a little bit of a stretch, and push with my chest and squeeze at the top. But this is becoming a theme with me training my chest, especially if I'm trying to go every day, which I don't think it's optimum to go every day. I'm just crazy and I love working out. But if I want to go every day, I definitely have to be smart, because I'm not giving each muscle group as much time to recover. So I have to be a little smarter here. So I ended up doing, I think it was just 3 sets on this one. The cable press definitely felt better than this, but I like to mix it up as much as I can, have a good time in there. I could just go in there and do 12 sets of cable press if I wanted to and get a nice chest pump and build a nice chest, but we're mixing it up. I've been wanting to do dips more. So the next exercise was dips. It was assisted. Again, thinking about my shoulder here, I can do unassisted dips, but I don't want to put my shoulder in a compromised position. I did test my limits when I was doing the dips to, stretch a little bit more on this one, because it didn't feel bad when I stretched. So you got to listen to your body, right? So I wanted to try a deep stretch, and it felt pretty good. So the first set, there were a lot of stretching. In the last couple, so I did 3 here, it was more of limiting myself, like not going all the way deep and focusing on just the time under tension and engaging my chest throughout the motion. So I ended up doing 3 sets there. The last set was more of a tempo-ish kind. My chest was getting pretty tired, and I felt my triceps being engaged, which makes more sense since I did arm day yesterday and today was supposed to be back day, but that's okay. So after that was the final movement. I ended up doing machine press, and of all the exercises I did, honestly, this one was my least favorite. It was bothering my shoulder. I couldn't get a deep stretch, bothering my tricep a little bit, and I couldn't go as heavy as I wanted to, but I still ended up doing, I think I did 3 sets there. I just don't think I recorded the first set. But overall, it was an okay exercise. I think I would rather do some kind of a plate-loaded chest press, but they don't have it there. They do have they call it the Nautilus press? I don't know. But I definitely need to find a 4th exercise, or just do extra sets of the other 3. It doesn't really matter to me. But, solid chest day when I was supposed to be training my back. And then we did the pose down. Overall, the pose down looked pretty good. I'm actually feeling a lot better about the pose down. I do see some vascularity coming in on the side of my arm near my shoulders, towards the top of my arm. So the diet is absolutely working, even though it's kind of sporadic. I'm getting anywhere between 1,800 and 2,500 calories a day. I really need to settle that in at about 2,000. So what I've always focused on was calorie and protein intake. That's a basic start for when you're dieting, especially when you're dieting down. But if you want to maintain as much muscle as you can, if you want to make as much progress as you can, and it's fine to just do calories and protein. You just won't make as much progress as somebody tracking their fats and their carbs. Carbs are important because it helps your muscles hang on to water. It gives your body something to burn for energy. And fat's important because it protects your muscles from deteriorating when you're doing a cut. It also keeps your testosterone in check. If you don't get enough fat, your testosterone's going to be all out of whack. You're not going to hang on to as much muscle as you want to when you're doing your cut. So sure, you could just do like a 1,200 calorie diet and starve yourself, lose some muscle and fat. Like, you drop a lot of weight, I'm sure, but not good weight. So me focusing on that 2,000 calorie mark is still a good bit of a deficit, but enough of a deficit that I'll lose weight kind of quick and maintain most of my muscle. Like, if I want to do a long-term cut, I'd probably be aiming for about 2,200, 2,300. So, just having that knowledge and getting that dialed in, it's really going to help you out in the long run. But chest day's complete. I guess tomorrow will be back day. We'll see how the split looks once it gets back to arm day. We'll see what I do after arm day next time. I mean, it could end up, I don't think it'll be chest day because it was bothering my triceps a little bit. But, so tomorrow will be back day. It'll be pretty good. I did do my 30 minutes of cardio after my workout. So, guys, don't let that dreamer die. Keep that grind alive. And never, ever give up on yourself. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.